So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 39 and the final episode of season 3 here on EFC 24 with Sheffield Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. And well, end of the season means the specs are on because my eyes are tired and it's going to help me. That's my excuse for losing the Arsenal game. That was like my third recording session of the day. I reckon my eyes were tired. And yeah, that's why I lost 7-1. Stick with me. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Last episode, it was fairly productive actually. We bounced back from that 7-1 defeat against Arsenal with a 1-1 draw against Spurs before a 2-0 win against Forest and then a 3-1 win against West Ham. Forest was a very comprehensive victory. West Ham, we dominated the game, but their goal in the last 5 minutes, a very good free kick from Pavlidis. So I'd recommend you go and check that out just to see that goal. But today, the final episode of the season, as we mentioned, we start, well, with a trip to City. We then have a home game against Villa, away trip to Brentford, and then end of the season against the noisy neighbours at Bramall Lane. We will end up actually simming one of these games today. I always do normally on a 4-game episode. But Villa have had quite the rejuvenation. They were really struggling earlier in the season. And they sit 9th, Brentford 8th, Sheffield United 11th, and City in 3rd. Okay, so some tough games actually today. I think we'll sim, as Villa's the only home game, we'll sim that one then. We don't want to sim against Sheffield United. So, yeah, we'll sim the Villa game, and then we'll play the other 3. So, not much to tell you in terms of team news. Mascara, since stepping in for Alvarez after he broke his toe, has been absolutely superb. But yeah, the side is shaping up nicely. But today we'll have a squad roundup, have a look at what the other leagues are saying, and then we'll look at other what our plans will be for next season. But if you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. Let's go and play Man City, shall we? So here we go then. The City lineup for this first game of the episode. Edison in goal. The back four of Cancelo, Pau Torres, Koundé and Sergio Gomez. Nunez holding a slightly deeper position than Rodri. Interesting, with McAtee in the 10. Doku on the right, Haaland up top, Foden on the left. And still some very good options on the bench for them as well. Loving Yankuto's hair. We are unchanged from the last few games. The last game, I would say. I forgot to mention, actually, in the West Ham game, they said that it was actually my 150th game in charge of Sheffield Wednesday. So a nice little milestone to hit as we enter 151. But yeah, nice little, as we said, moment to hit there. Perez has been allowed a long way there as Pukstas gets that back. We'll go back out to Perez. See if he can't get past Doku. He does. We'll try and get a ball in if we can, actually. Salah had found a little bit of space. But, yeah, he didn't quite get on the end of that as Pukstas has done well to intercept that. We need a runner there. Let's not come in the face of Robert Skov. Patson tries to drive around the outside of Sergio Gomez. I thought Skov driving inside might force the fullback to step inside, but that it did not. As Rodri getting forward again. Oh, and he's skipped past Reggie Cannon. Doing well to hold on the ball here, Rodri. How has that gone in? Sorry? How has he scored that? I need to see that again. How? What? Just the swap. It's hit the post of some description. Oh, it's hit Trafford's hand. Okay, fair. Conceding a goal from that angle is absolutely ludicrous. But he's hit it straight at him, and it's just unfortunate the way that he's made the save. It's hit the bottom of his hand and actually gone in because it looked like I didn't notice in real time that he'd saved it. It kind of looked like it had curled in that way, which is like how it would have done that is beyond ludicrous, but it wasn't. I was wrong. Although Salah has got a bit of space. Oh, Barrios, little dink in there perhaps Doesn't find a white shirt though. It's Foden down this left-hand side. Lovely turn. And just escaped Nathan Patterson. Can't quite stay with him. And that's disappointing how that squeezed into the near post. But James McAtee scored against us in the reverse fixture earlier in the season. And he has done so again here. Foden just had Patterson on toast. And again, Trafford beating at his near post. The power definitely displaces him. But again, beating your near post, never ideal for a goalkeeper. But it's 2-0 City. Oh. I don't know why he just delayed on the ball there, but it certainly threw me. Oh, and, well, lovely play. Haaland was denied by a lovely save. He's done the same thing again. He's just delayed on the ball. That time we were able to get to him, but it's almost like his batteries broke using his controller. Oh, Salah with a lovely touch ahead of Pau Torres, and he's away. Elias Salah, and he'll bury that one into the far corner, and we have an avenue back into the match. City should be dead. Well, we should be dead and buried with that chance that Haaland just had, if not for a fantastic save from James Trafford. But Elias Salah, again, putting in the case for me to bring him in on a permanent basis, breaks away and finds the back of the net. 2-1 now. Can we find something in the final 15 minutes? So first proper chances we really created was that breakaway goal. Perez has done well here. Barrios fine Fernandinho, and there's a run being made. Mateus Franca, who's just come on, and that's a lovely touch. Mateus Franca across goal, forces Edison into the save, but there's no one backing up the shot. Pukstas, lovely ball into Asprilla. Ball over the top for Franca. Oh, what a save! The way that he's teed that up for himself was superb. I just wanted him to hit it on the volley, but what a save from Edison. Now Foden into the area. Oh, he's come across well. And there's Haaland. It's just, he needs charging up for everything that he does. Should have buried that, but they've wasted enough time. It is going to be defeat for us in this game. Oh, such a shame. We had the chances to level, but I think City overall deserved winners, to be perfectly honest. It's a shame, but Liverpool smashed Norwich 5-0. When you're disappointed you didn't get a point at Sheffield, at Man City, it kind of shows how well you've played, really. But yeah, unfortunate, but we move on, and it's Villa up next. We have a press conference actually ahead of this Villa game, so we may as well take the opportunity to boost morale. Just a few games left. Can you steer clear of trouble? Pressure can be a positive. I mean, we're not going to get relegated, but there you go. What are you expecting for the game? I'm guessing Villa will put up more of a fight. It was a real positive result we picked up against them earlier in the season. Will you be making changes? No, we won't panic. Just because we lost. We lost against Man City, so it's not... No need to make any drastic changes. I don't think we will really make any changes, to be perfectly honest. But that's their probable lineup. Martinez in goal, Chambers, Rasmussen, Smith and Hartman in the back, Richards, Kamara, Bruno in there, and Rodgers and Alvarez and David up front. What a front pair that is. But yeah, I think we are going to keep the same team, so we will just quick sim this one. A 4-1 defeat, my word. Very comprehensive 4-1 defeat. Alvarez with a hat-trick, Mascara grabbing the goal for us. That's not ideal. Thankfully Brentford lose, so they don't take any momentum heading into our game, but not an ideal result, but there we go. Right, we move on to the second of 3 away games in this episode then. So for the second play game of the episode then, this is how our host Brentford line up. Schwab in goal, I'm going to go for that. Back 5, Chateau, me, Pinnock and Aya with Oliveira left back. Yana holding, so basically a back 6. De Silva and Fazzini in the middle. Gyökeres and Rafa Mir up top for them. Nathan Collins on the bench. But not a bad team from Brentford, it must be said. We're unchanged despite the 2 defeats. Didn't really see the point in changing, to be perfectly honest. Hopefully we can actually pick up some points in this episode. We lost, of course, earlier in the season to Sheffield United, so We don't really want to repeat that on the final day, but you can never tell. It's not been a fruitful venue for us so far in this career mode, as we did lose there last season as well. Just playing it around the edge of the area. That's a good strike from distance. Comfortable for Trafford, but he has to push it away. And now we'll just play our way out of trouble, thankfully, as Barrios can bring this one away. Scover's gone on a long run here. He's got Christopher Ayer for company, but is very isolated. Although he's got Salah there in the middle, and he's got a bit of space to run into Elias Salah. And he'll have the striker cross goal, and he's found the top corner. And that's lovely, lovely play from the young Italian. And it's Pugstas, really, he's got to thank. Occupying two defenders there, that opens up the space for him, allows him to drive into the area and find that top corner. He came to me between games saying that he's really enjoyed his time at Sheffield Wednesday, hopes that we can make the deal permanent. I said, I think in the last episode, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be signing Elias Salah on a permanent basis, but he keeps adding goals in these past few games, so it's kind of hard not to well, always going to consider it, but although Pugstas has fallen to him. Oh, what a finish from Rokas Pugstas. He had a double against Forest, and he's got another one against Brentford. Just two in a couple of minutes. This Brentford defence is falling apart. Well, could be a very nice trip to the capital for us. We don't often have those in the Premier League at this moment, but a good tackle just dispossesses him, waits it to settle, hits it on half volley, and finds that far corner with aplomb. 2-0. Lovely jubbly. Oh yeah, into Mir, that's a lovely tackle. But we are dispossessed. Mir again, and he'll find it, well, find Gyökeres, who has a strike, and again, a decent save from Trafford. A good height for him, comfortable for him to turn it around a post. And now De Silva will get this one into the area. It's a toe in there, I think, from, is it Sander Berger? Patterson will just get this one away if we can. It's not the best ball, but Berger's done superbly well. Firmino had done superbly well to bring that down and get it away. Well, there goes the half-time whistle, and it has been fairly comfortable. Brentford have had a couple of chances, but only the ones you've seen where Trafford has been able to make the save, so nothing too troubling, but we're finding the way through going forward. And now can someone make a run off of Firmino? Oh, Barrios was trying to make the run around, but very good defending from, is it Tichetto or something like that? Playing it right back. Right, Chato coming forward here at the wing with that superb defending from Lucas Perez. That not so much. Giving the ball away here. And well, a lovely finish in the end, I think. Is it? It's not Gyökeres. Is it Rafa Mir maybe who's applied the finish? That, I've held that down for quite a while, so I'm not too sure why he's only dinked that when I'm trying to get that up the line. But what is that as well? Yeah, some inexplicable gameplay there really from FIFA, and it's cost me a goal. Hopefully we don't throw this win away now. Good defending from Patterson though, and Berger can just set Skov free. He's got the whole of this right hand side to work with, Robert Skov, and he's got Ben Mee coming across, but he's cut inside Ben Mee, and he's going a long way. Robert Skov, cut this one back if we can to Berger, to Pugstas, who's worked himself the space, but the shot is blocked. And again, Chato running the line. He's got the beating of Perez this time. Ball into the area. Gyökeres brings it down back to Chato, and the header on it. How have we done this? How have we thrown this away? Rafa Mir with another goal. I want to see what's happened here defensively. So Perez again is just headed that straight up in the air. And Trafford's come for it, but it's always... Oh my good lord. Don't throw this away now. Do not throw this away completely. Perez, with the two mistakes, has already cost us. And now we could be about to throw this... Oh my good lord. got the runners. He's got Pukstas. Pukstas, oh yeah, it's come across superbly. I was just about to cut back there and have a strike or a pass on goal, but A has done superbly well, and that is going to be that. And from 2-0 up, looking good, Lucas Perez has single-handedly thrown away this game for us. That should have been 3 points. Sheffield United lose. That's disappointing. Guess who's not going to be playing in the next game? Right, press conference again ahead of the last game of the season. So, just a few games that... Oh, get over this question. Seriously, this is something that needs to improve for the next game. Your boys ready for the game? We'll play the game, not the occasion. And have you any chance of beating them? We'll certainly be competitive, absolutely. We got done in by a ridiculous header against Sheffield United. I remember that much. But we're going to make some changes for this one for show. We'll play in the home kit for certain, but oh, Frank has grown up to 78. That's cool. Right, I'm going to put Franca in then ahead of Fernandinho. We'll give Salah the run up front. Could be his last game for the club. Cooper has submitted a transfer request. Could be his last game. We'll give him a run out as well. And Christie can have a run out as he's retiring at the end of the season. And Josh Windass we will probably look to get rid of in the summer, I would imagine. So actually I might play him instead. Play him in the 10, which was where he was so good for us, ahead of Franca. So actually Franca thought he was going to get the start, but he is not going to. We will take those two off of the bench and put Franca up there as well. We don't need Cantero if we've got Nino and Hughes as well, especially if we've got Asprilla. But yeah, we'll play that team. And yeah, so Cooper will probably leave us. Christie is retiring. Salah, it might be his last game. I don't know. Depends what happens in the summer. Windass we will probably be looking to get rid of in the summer. So we'll give him a goodbye. I think that's the thing I just had. Yes, it is. Right, let's go to the game. Right, for the final game this season then, our hosts, our rivals, Sheffield United line up like this. Bayandiri in goal. Playing a back six, of course, here. Bogle at right back. Trusty, Beal and Egan in the middle. Beal with a double against us in the earlier fixture. Low on the left. Souza in holding with Aslani and Svedberg in the middle. Petkovic and Archer up top. Simeone there. Davis, Dino there, as well. But yeah, you know our side. Couple of changes that we've made to say goodbye. Some players, we couldn't really do that last season because we had to play to the end to make sure that we were champions, whereas this season with a bit of mid-table mediocrity, we can afford to give some of these players a final farewell. But by all means, let me know in the comments what you think we should do. One, should we bring Salah? Oh no, keeper's already got. Jesus. Should we look to bring Salah in on a permanent basis? What do you think should happen in terms of the squad? Maybe players in, players out. By all means, do let me know. Oh, bit of space for Sheffield United now. Petkovic is in behind, and that is a finish. My word, Bruno Petkovic has put that into the top corner. But we just allowed him the space. No one could get near him. It's a good ball to find him. But, yeah, we cannot be allowing that sort of space for a decent forward in the area, and he duly obliged. Mike Cooper, nothing you can do about that. That is round the top corner, nice and truly, but not really a lot of options to be fair to him. And he's tried to find Cyrus Christie on the overlap. The ball's been cut out by Max Lowe, who's bombed forward here. Windass tries to get back at him, but finds Svedberg, who's into the area. And we've allowed him to go a hell of a long way there. But thankfully, Cooper has made the save. And that will be half time. And it's been poor from us. We've not even had a shot yet in this game. And Sheffield United are dominating. I think we need to switch things up in terms of tactics. change of tactic. We've gone 4-4-2, so we're pushing Windass. No change of personnel, but we're pushing Windass just further up to try and cause more problems alongside Elias Salah. And we've done well thus far. And Cyrus Christie is in here. And Christie, back to Windass. Oh, Josh Windass, the change of tactic has probably had very little to do with that. But in front of the Sheffield United cop, he's absolutely blasted that one into the top corner. And well, not quite the top corner, but still, the keeper was never getting there. It's a finish through a crowd of players. Not a bad way maybe to say goodbye to the Sheffield Wednesday faithful. He's been a great servant for us, Josh Windass. Has come up with some really good moments for us in this career mode thus far. But at his age, I think he's, going to turn 32 soon rather than later. He's just unfortunately fallen victim to how far we have come in this short space of time. But certainly had a very good impact on the Sheffield Wednesday team, certainly in the opening 2 seasons of his career mode. I mean, he might have signed off with a really, really, really good goal. And thankfully, the block here has fallen to Scov. Windass wanted to make a run. That would have been ideal. And he has, and he's in behind Josh Windass. He's in Josh Windass. Oh, and he's poked that one into the top corner. Maybe we're not going to get rid of him after all. If he can have an impact like that, he's turned it. Oh, my word. He'd be the most hated man in Sheffield if he did that celebration for real. Lovely run, though. He certainly hasn't lost his nous when it comes to his forward play. But it just tucks that one into the corner. Absolutely lovely. Trust he can't get back there. Egan was well beaten. Oh, United coming forward though. Simeone's got a lot of space. Sanderberger. I don't know where our defenders have gone then, to be perfectly honest. I was more sort of dumbstruck. That's why I didn't really start commentating until they were right near the goal. But I don't really know where our defence has gone. Cannon's playing right back for some reason. Christie's still trying to play right back. I think the fullbacks there were more inverted than the centre-halves. I have no idea why. I certainly haven't changed anything defensively. But, from one reason or another, we've just decided, actually, we don't fancy 3 points. Souza into the area. Digne, that's a whip. And a great header as well. Who's that? I mean, Luca Digne has got a wand of a left foot at the best of times, but some reason that man is completely unmarked. Just peeled away from Pires, who's not paid attention whatsoever. Bullet header into the back of the net. And well, we had turned this game around. And now we're back behind. Barrios going to bring this one away, but surely the referee does blow the final whistle. I can't believe we've lost that game. 3 play games today. A narrow defeat to City. We threw away a win. And I just realised I played Lucas Perez in that game. That's probably why we lost. I said I was going to change him and I completely forgot in the matter of a couple of minutes between games. Simeone, I think it was, that grabbed the goal. The winning goal, but thrown that away again. Maybe it's a good thing the season is finished. Some big results there to end the season. But there we go. The end of the season is upon us. £150 million prize money. Jesus. Sorry, Luke. You were supposed to play, believe it or not. Oh, right then. I'll advance to the middle of June or so, and then we will have a roundup of everything. Right, it's the middle of June then, so let's see how things... Well, there you go. There's a spoiler. But we finished... I didn't even look at this at the end of the season. We finished 11th in our first season in the Premier League. If you'd have offered me to that at the start of the season, I would have bitten your arm off. 49 points we finished on. 72 goals conceded. That needs work. But 61 goals scored is certainly not to be sniffed at. We finish 13 points clear of relegation. Palace, Forest and Norwich are the teams that go down. Norwich, not quite the worst season ever, isn't it? 11 points, I think, the worst season. But Fulham survive. Leeds were down there for a long time. They survived. But if you look at the top, United win by 5 points. Liverpool second, City third, Arsenal fourth, Newcastle in fifth, and we ended up 18 points off of Europe. So, we can dream. Maybe next season we can mount a challenge. But yeah, by all means, if any of these teams are your teams, pause, have a look, see how you got on. We finished above Sheffield United despite losing on the final day, so that's always a positive. If we actually go back into this one then and have a look, the FA Cup was won by Newcastle 4-2 over Liverpool. Carabao Cup 2-1 to Spurs over Arsenal. That certainly would have been sweet. The Super Cup was won 1-0 by Sevilla over Real Madrid. The Champions League, we've already seen that. Milan beating Atleti 1-0. That's not what I wanted. 1-0 in the final. And Lazio got to the semis, as did Real Madrid. That's not what I wanted either. If we scroll down, the Europa League, United beat Newcastle in the final. And wow, Spurs got there as well, as did Atalanta. To the semis, and Bilbao beat Ajax in the semi-finals. Lech Poznan getting to the semi-finals. Roma getting there as well. Men's International Cup 20. Oh, that might be the World Cup actually. I think it is. England, Croatia, Ghana, and Iceland in a group. Why is it called the International Cup? Argentina and Spain in the same group. That's not a bad one to look at. If we look at player stats then. And Cunha finishes top goal scorer, 26 from 37 for Cunha. That's certainly not bad. Højlund and Pellegrini over 20 for the champions. Martinelli grabs 21 as well. Nino, 17 goals in his debut season for a striker that we weren't sure about heading into this season. 17 and 33, I might add as well. Certainly not a bad record for at least 17 and 29 for Spurs. But a very different style of play to EK Ugbo, and one that we've had to adjust to, but certainly a very, very good return. Have we got any other players in there? Franca got 11 goals, but that's it in terms of goal scorers, assists. Well, okay, Pellegrini, I mean, that's what, 35 goal contributions in 38 games. Solid season from him, but Robert Skov in joint second with 9 assists. Fair play. Nino's up with there at 8. So what? That's 25 goal contributions in 33 games from him. Absolutely solid. Franca with 8 assists as well. Any other players in there? Barrios with 6. Hughes with 5. In terms of clean sheets, Trafford got 4. But then the top only got 9. So, could be a lot worse. If you have a look at what happened in other leagues around Europe in terms of Championship, who will be joining us next season? Bournemouth and Everton are back. Then one of Leicester, Burnley, Watford or Luton will be making their way back up to the Premier League. Who got relegated? Huddersfield, Ipswich and Blackburn finishing bottom. In terms of League One, Plymouth and Barnsley return to the Championship, and then one of Charlton, Lincoln, Peterborough or Rotherham will join them. Reading mid-table in League One. We're on our way back. That is for sure. Wrexham in there as well. Relegated, McDonald's, Bristol Rovers, Tranmere and Carlisle. In League 2, Exeter, Northampton and Wickham automatic promotion. One of Colchester, Salford, Mansfield or Bradford in the playoffs. And then getting relegated would have been Walsall and Newport. If we have a look at Ligue 1, PSG only by a point to Marseille though, so the gap getting smaller. Monaco, Nice and Lens. Lyon down in 8th, but yeah, Lens in Europe. If we have a look at the Bundesliga, Leverkusen again. I don't know if Bayern have won it yet in this save, to be honest, but Leverkusen on goal difference to Dortmund. Bayern 3 points adrift. Union Berlin in the Champions League, as are Leipzig. Wolfsburg a further 10 points behind, but they get Europe as well. Serie A, Inter win it very handsomely. 15 points by Fiorentina. Good to see a new team up there. Juve and Napoli in 3rd and 4th. Roma and Milan getting the extra European spots. In Scotland, I believe it was Hearts last season, wasn't it, that won the league? And it's Celtic this time, back at the top, 4 points clear of neighbours Rangers. But yeah, I'm fairly sure it was Hearts that won it last year. La Liga, Real by 6 points to Atleti, 2 points behind that was Barca, Bilbao in the Champions League, Villarreal, and Sevilla in the 2 other European spots. So that's how the league's finished around Europe. If we have a look at our squad, just quickly in the youth academy, we've got a couple of players in there, but Roman Sanders is certainly a player that might be worth calling up and loaning out. He was initially a central midfielder, but if you look at his stats, it's a lot of pace, agility, good curve, good dribbling. He's got actually good at volleys as well, but ball control, to me, that screamed winger. So I changed him to a left mid, as he is left-footed, and he jumped up from 63 to 67. So we're certainly right in changing him, but that potential 76 to 90, certainly worth calling him up now he's at 18 and giving him loan football. So that's what we'll do next season. Jesse Johnson he's a bit of a funny player. He's got good potential, but he's not got really any good standout stats. But his only good one is agility. I was going to change him to be a striker, but it would take a hell of a long time to change it, like over a year worth of training to change him to that. But looking at his other stats, he's got a bit of pace, good balance, control, curve, dribbling. So again, we're just going to make him into a winger. And then Ibrahim Lee, we are going to change into a striker because he's got pace. And that's about it, really. So, yeah. But Sanders is definitely the one that we're going to be looking at for next season. In terms of the squad hub then, well, in terms of stats, goals. Fernandinho, 17, as we said, goals, 8 assists, 7.25 overall, absolutely superb. Frank up there with 11. Cantero getting 10 as well, so that's not too bad. Salah didn't get an assist, but did get 7 goals in 16 games, so that's not bad. In terms of assists, yeah, we saw these guys up there as well. But having a look through some of these guys. So Cooper up to 76 this season. Was happy with Mike Cooper, and he had a bit of a slow start, but started to get there. And then because of 4 he went, we brought in James Trafford, who's grown up 1 to 78. And yeah, Cooper's just really unfortunate that I just brought in James Trafford. I could have brought in an older backup keeper, but I wanted to try James Trafford because I do like him in real life and I saw him there available. So I brought him in. He is a younger, probably better option. But Cooper, only a couple of months without football, and said, sorry boss, I want out. So the likeness is Mike Cooper will be going in the summer. Be interesting to see it again who we bring in as another goalkeeping option. But Trafford up 1 to 78. Pierce Charles up 3 on his loan spell at at St. Pauli. I will probably look to sell Pierce Charles now, to be perfectly honest. He hasn't quite grown enough on his loan spells to be warrant keep loaning him out, I think. So we'll just sell Pierce Charles in the summer. Pires up to 78. I think has been a good addition, although that suspect game against Brentford at the end of the season has certainly been a good addition. It says he can play left wing, but whenever you put him there, he always has a massive debuff. It would be nice if he was more comfortable playing left wing, as that would give us another option. But he's certainly, I think he's had a very good season. Good addition to the back line. Luke Bryan hasn't grown at all, which does surprise me. But as long as he's happy to continue being a backup, then we will, I don't think a lot of this squad is going to change. Osho is up 1 to 76. I'm happy with him as a backup. It depends how we're looking at Christmas in terms of growth of the squad that we will offer him. Depends on whether we'll offer him a new contract, but I'm certainly happy to keep him around, certainly over the summer. Kaiki's up 2 to 77. Again, a bit part player this season, but the signing of Alvarez and the emergence of Cannon at centre-back just meant he's had to be a bit part player, but is a good backup. Mascara up 2 since he's joined in January. Had a superb end to the season. I've got a selection I've got to think about who I want as centre back next season. That is for sure, because this boy played absolutely superb at the end of the season. Alvarez, he's fit in a couple of weeks, but has unfortunately lost a rating due to his injury. But I think again he's been a very good addition to the defence. Got that versatility as well to play left back. So yeah, really good to see from him. Christie will be retiring at the end of the season. Thank you, Cyrus, for your service these last couple of seasons, even when he's played at right wing. Hasn't declined nearly as much as I thought he would, but he will be leaving us. Reggie Cannon, up to, is actually in the last year of his contract as well. But yeah, very happy with Reggie Cannon in there playing with us. Good partnership with Alvarez. We'll probably look to offer him a new deal sooner rather than later, I would imagine. Patterson up 3 since his move from Everton in the summer. And really good addition. He was a bit suspect to start with, but I think as the season's gone on, he's got more confident. He's got a lot better. Scored that goal in one of the games not too long ago as well. So, yeah, I think he's really starting to like Nathan Patterson for sure. Will Hughes, up 1 to 76, is in the last year of his contract. Again, happy to have him as a backup for now, depending on growth and stuff. Around Christmas time, we'll look and see whether he's worth maybe giving a year extension to, something like that. But happy enough with him as a backup. Sanderberg up 1 since he's joined from Burnley in January. Just a solid midfield player. There's nothing special about Sanderberg, but he keeps the ball moving in midfield. He's also got that defensive side about him. I'm very happy with him in the centre of midfield. Decent addition. Up 2 to 76 for Espria this season. Again, it's kind of just always there. He's a player that can kind of do a lot of jobs for us, and he kind of fits that mould, to be honest. He's just a versatile player that is a good player to have in and around the squad. Pugstas up 4 this season to 78. Really, really enjoy Rokas Pugstas. Think he's a very underrated part of our side, but he's grown superbly, and I think he could grow with us as we continue, to be honest. I think, I really like this boy in the middle of midfield. Just energy. He just brings energy. Windass is entering the last year of his contract. No growth from him. Hasn't really played a lot this season, though. So, 7 games in total. We'll probably look to let him go in the summer. I would be perfectly honest. I wouldn't be surprised. We probably just look to move him on. But a couple of good goals in the last game. Thank you, Josh. Franca up 3 to 78. Started the season in the side, but then because of the signing of Salah, kind of find himself out the side. But he was our George Hall replacement, and I think he's done pretty well, to be perfectly honest. 19 goal contributions in the league, considering as well that he spent a good portion of it on the second half of the season, more so on the bench. Yeah, he's done alright. So I'm happy with Franca. McAteer up 2 to 75. I'm unsure as to what to do with Casey McAteer, to be perfectly honest. He's done okay, but I'm not massively convinced when I use him. So we'll wait and see. If there's better options out there, then we may look to upgrade. But we'll have to wait and see. McAteer certainly may be on the fringes. Barrios up 3 to 78 since we signed him. Club captain. Somehow, even though but it's worked, and he's been a very, very good addition to us on that left hand side. Cannot complain. The only thing I wish is he would contribute a little bit more in front of goal, but he's certainly going to grow into a fabulous player. Robert Skov is entering the last year of his contract. He's up 3, but that's because of a position change. I think it's only up 1 maybe in terms of actual growth, but he is hitting 30 now. I'll probably offer him a new contract, I would imagine. I think he's going to be... It depends what additions we make in the summer, but I think he'll probably turn into as he's now hit 30, might turn into a bit part player, but we'll have to wait and see. But certainly good. Again, a good player to have in and around the squad. And I do like Robert Skov. Paveda up 1 to 75 is entering the last year of his deal. Again, kind of like McAteer, I'm not really too sure. I feel like Paveda's more so we've just outgrown that little bit. So it may well just be a case of he sticks around next year and then we let him go on a free the season after. If we get offers for him in the summer, we may cash in. But yeah, we'll kind of wait and see. Elias Salah, only up 1 to 79 in his spell with us. 7 goals in 16 games. I think we certainly look to bring this guy in on a permanent basis. I really enjoyed Elias Salah and what he's brought to this side. And if we can get a good deal with Sevilla, then I think we would certainly be stupid not to look at that. So, yeah, Salah is certainly going to be on the short list this summer, that is for sure. Fernandinho up 2 to 78. We've already gone through how good a season he's had and has been an absolutely superb addition. Might not have got as many goals as Ike Agbo had in this side, but still 17 in a first season at this level is certainly not to be sniffed at. And yeah, really happy with how he's turned out. Cantero up 2 to 76 as well. He's piped in with some very important goals. Few in the league, but he's done well in the FA Cup. And both cups, to be honest. But yeah, more than happy with him as a squad player. Absolutely. Bailey Calamatri up 2 on his loan spell at Royal Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium, but he's probably going to be sold in the summer now, I would imagine. So yeah, that's it. That's the roundup. Yeah, not too much actually. I think I want to do in terms of business. If we let go of Windass, if we bring in Salah, that's kind of a replacement I'm happy with. Maybe we look, like we said, to upgrade on McAteer and Poveda, but it's not a huge rush, so will be interesting to see how much money we get in the summer and what we can do. But for now, that is going to be the end of Season 3, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If indeed you have, then please pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you for next season.